Hello and welcome to Cheshire Audio. Now, this is just a quick video today because I've not actually got anything sort of prepared to do reviews on. I've got a few bits and bobs I want to review, but actually the time's running out today. I was intending to start this a lot earlier and do a couple of reviews, but we're getting on for nearly 4 o'clock, so I've only got an hour to film and edit before I go home. And the point of that is I'm actually going to be away for a few days, so if you've got anything that you want to order off me or anything like that, I'm not going to be... Well, I'm going to be back Thursday. I'm back Thursday, which is the 20th. So I'm filming. This is Friday. Filming today. Should be able to get this released tonight. So yeah. So I'm closed over the weekend. Just to extend it because it's half term. Just extending the weekend a little bit. I'm going to drive to Scotland, which is obviously what you do in the winter. So yeah, just going to have 2 or 3 days in Scotland, and then I'll be back on Thursday. So rather than do a review, I've been meaning to do this for ages. Actually, I get some really strange phone calls sometimes. I just thought I should do a video about this because I get loads and loads of quite bizarre calls, really. Not that there's anything wrong with the people who are ringing. I mean, they're sort of just haven't quite cottoned on to what the shop is, I suppose. There's the element of people type things into Google and I come up top, and rather than looking at what's come up website-wise, they just ring the number, and then you have to try and explain to them that they've rung the wrong sort of business or whatever. A really common one that I get, and I can understand how this happens actually, is I'll get a phone call and somebody will say, "Oh, hello, can I book me A4 in for a 60,000 mile service, please?" And it's like, excuse me, and it slowly it'll dawn that they think you're the local Audi garage, because Cheshire Audio, if you look at the word Audi, obviously Audi, whatever, it sort of incorporates, depends how you use the German pronunciation or the English one, really. I've always called them Audis, not Audis, but anyway. So audio, yeah, well, I can sort of understand it. So I've probably had that 5 or 6 times now. And the funny thing is that you'll say, "Oh, sorry, I think you've rung the wrong number, this is a hi-fi shop." And quite often, the guy on the end of the phone will say, "But I Googled and you came up," as though you're trying to get out of having the conversation and pretend you don't service cars, that you know. It's very strange. I do get that a lot. Oh, and I had another one in a similar vein, actually. I had a woman rang me, very serious, very sort of, you know, can I book a time for you to come and see my mother? I said, "Pardon?" I said, "Oh, it's at Leighton Hospital. You've been before?" And I said, "No, I think you might have got a wrong number here." "Oh, no, you've been before." And I said, "Well, so what's at Leighton Hospital?" "Oh, about a hearing aid." I said, "No, you've definitely got a wrong number." "Oh, yeah, but you're audio, aren't you?" So, "Yeah, but record players." Oh, okay, well, it's the same scenario. "But I Googled and you came up." So, well, yeah, I'm still don't do hearing aids. It's a completely different thing to what. And I had a bit of a chat with him, trying to work out what she was actually trying to find, which is something completely different to me. But what else have I had like that? It's a lot of people just typing into Google and, like I say, just whatever comes up top. I get a lot of people asking for random repairs, a lot of PA stuff. For some reason, a lot of people asking about, can I bring my Bose waveguide, whatever it is, I can't remember the name, waveguide, that's something else, isn't it? My Bose Wave radio in for repair, loads of Bose stuff. Almost wonder if it'd be worth employing somebody who could fix Bose stuff, really, because the amount of calls I get. Because I come up top for servicing for some reason, because I don't really do general service on things. I'll do Riga record players, I'll do the odd Son decks, earlier English decks like Aristons and things like that I'll have a look at, but it isn't kind of what I do here. This is more of a sort of sales environment of selling the new stuff. But the amount of sales calls I get, and it's, "Well, you came up top." Yeah, very strange, really. I also occasionally get people when they've rung for something completely bizarre, and I say, "No, sorry, that isn't me. I don't do that." They'll say, "Well, what do you do?" As though I'm just being evasive and just being awkward and saying I don't do what they want. So yeah, that was yeah. So I get a lot of that, and people wandering into the shop with repairs as well. I get quite a bit of that. Car audio as well. And I had a chap the other day rang me. Can you fit me a reversing camera on my motorhome, please? I said, "Well, not the sort of thing I do at all, really. You need a car audio shop, really." Sort of, oh, oh, so what do you do? Like the what do you do thing with him. And then I had quite a long conversation, because we've obviously got the camper. Actually managed to find somebody for him. But this trouble is, I tend to want to help people. So I was Googling while we were talking and found there's a place in Macclesfield that does stuff like that. So helped him out, but it's completely unrelated to what I normally do. Yeah, I get a chap who lots of people wanted me to fit car systems, fit subs into boots of Nissan Micras. There's a guy who walked in the other day with a sort of one of the fitted two-gang, I can't even call it now, a double-size radio out of a Freelander, so it's specific to the Land Rover Freelander. And he says, "Can you fix it?" Very, very broad. He said, "Can you fix this, mate?" I said, "Oh, sorry, I don't do repairs. I don't do car audio, and I don't really do repairs." "Oh, right, okay." I said, "Well, to be honest," looking at it, I said, "To be honest, your best bet, if there's a fault with that, is just to go on eBay and see if you can find another one that works. Just because they'll be so cheap on eBay, you might as well." Oh, he said, "Oh, no, mate. No, I've been on eBay. The people want £20–30 for them." I thought, should I explain the sort of costings involved with the repairs, or should I just let him whatever? Because basically, these things are like all moulded panels, and they click together. Taking it apart is probably an hour's worth of fiddling about and disassembly. Most engineers are on £50 an hour, really, to do that kind of work, that sort of investigative work. So £20 or £30 will be an absolute bargain to get it fixed. But obviously he wanted to spend less than that, which is a bit scary. So yeah, I do get, I mean, most of the phone call, I've got some really lovely customers. I've got people who'll ring for a chat and things like that, and it's lovely. People who are wondering. I've got a few people who are coming regularly now, actually, and just stand and have a chat and talk about music or talk about hi-fi. I must admit, initially, I used to get a little bit irritated. I'm not a person who irritates easily, really, but I used to get a little bit sort of, can't you see it's a hi-fi shop? Can't you? But actually, this is quite a specialist thing, and I think the general public out there, really, they'll see the word audio and think, well, that's, you know, anything with a mains plug on, that's what they do. And it's, yeah, I never really experienced this anywhere else, actually. I think when I worked in Liverpool, when we were at Brady's Hi-Fi there, you used to get a little bit of that, because that was a more it's a bit like here, a bit more of a main street with people just wandering past, and people would just take a chance on wandering and ask you a question. I remember us, because we had more staff there, repairing people's table lamps and all sorts. We used to get all sorts of strange things in, which we probably shouldn't have. Nowadays you wouldn't do it because there's all sorts of legal requirements, but in those days you just get anything we could, you know, we all sold it out for you, don't worry. So yeah, I don't know. Perhaps I sometimes feel bad that I can't help people, but that's me, I suppose. Anyway, so yes, I will be away. I'm back Thursday, so basically next week I'm in for 2 days. I've actually got loads of things on. I sort of agreed to do this later last year, thinking, yeah, it goes quiet, because generally the shop goes quiet in January, February, because most people with a business would be getting a big tax bill. And generally people will have big credit card bills from Christmas and that sort of thing. So usually after Christmas, there's a bit of a lull and it picks up for a bit and it quietens off for the summer. But it hasn't quietened off, so I'm actually feeling a little bit worried about it, the fact that I'm going to be closed up while it's so busy. But we'll see, just have to go with it, really. It's only 2 extra days in the week, so it shouldn't really be that dreadful, really. So anyway, I'll see you in a future video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sorry this is a short video and there's no reviews or nothing particularly interesting, but I just thought I'd get to the end of the day. Let's have a chat to the camera, and there you go. Hope you liked it. Anyway, I'll see you soon.